Wow, I am so impressed. I don't go on Facebook much, but I saw the question by a young man named Vincent. I believe you're 14 years old, Vincent. And I'm just so impressed right now that as a 14-year-old, you're reading this book. I mean, I don't want to spoil you, but keep up the great work. And I think if you keep going down this route of curiosity, fulfilling your curiosity, you're going to go places, man, that you cannot even forecast or even imagine right now. So great job, Vincent. And I make YouTube videos myself on a lot of self-help, and I do own this book, Limitless. I am a part of the community. And Vincent had a question here that I thought I'd share my perspective on. He says, what does it mean to keep your opinions to yourself? Paragraph 4, last sentence. And I'll read the paragraph here. Let me zoom in here. Once you identify the voices in your head that are focusing on what you can't do, start talking back to them. When you find yourself, I always screw up this sort of thing. That meaning when you tell yourself that in your head, I always screw up this sort of thing. Counter with, just because I haven't always been good at this in the past, just because I haven't always been good at this in the past, doesn't mean I can't be great at it now. Keep your opinions to yourself. So my perspective of this here, and I'm a victim of this at a very early age, and I battle with this even till today, but I'm a lot more aware and mindful about this, and I have built the life that I wanted to live now, understanding that one part. So the analogy here that I'm going to share with you, Vincent, is the analogy is the good devil and the angel over your shoulder. I don't know if you've seen cartoons where there's a devil and there's a good angel. And the devil over your left shoulder here is your subconscious brain, which is actually the survival brain, which is the amygdala brain. And the angel over here is your actual conscious brain. Okay, so the conscious brain are all the aspirations and dreams and goals that you set for yourself. And then you got the little devil over your shoulder here. That is your subconscious brain, which is your survival brain. Now, the amygdala brain, which is your survival brain, is in charge of keeping you alive. And its one duty is to get you to not take risk that can jeopardize your life, that can hurt your life, okay? So it's always looking for all the negativities in your thoughts, in what you see in life, and what you hear in life. It's always going to send that signal to you to say, don't do this, don't do that. The negative voice, all right? So the devil over your left shoulder is your subconscious is constantly looking out for you. And it's there for a reason. It's not a bad thing. You don't want to negate it, but it's there. And it's constantly just keeping you alive by making sure you don't take big risks to jeopardize your life, right? So it sends an emotion of fear and scarcity so that you don't try those new things. And that's what the bad voice is, or we call it the bad voice, but in actuality is, I don't want to make it complicated, but it's just a signal from the brain saying, don't take the risk. Then you have your consciousness that's constantly imagining the great things and the possibilities of, the goals that you set for yourself and the achievement that you aspire for. But there's that inner battle between the two brains right now. You see that? So when it says keep your opinions to yourself, you're practicing the conscious brain telling the subconscious brain, or also known as the angel telling the devil, no, do it or don't do it, or try that thing, try that new sport or that new hobby or that new something. But this devil is always going to say, no, you don't want to do that, right? So keeping your opinion to yourself is just constantly telling your conscious brain, having your conscious brain that sets goals, constantly reminding the subconscious brain, hey buddy, I think it's time you take a back seat in this situation, right? And it's not always good to ignore that bad voice or that devil voice, but we have to there's an art to when to listen to each side too. So that's my opinion there, and I hope that this perspective, this analogy shared some perspective with you to knowing when to keep your opinions to yourself. It's just knowing that your prefrontal brain needs to tell the subconscious brain to keep your opinions to yourself. So that's my analogy there to share with you. And I hope that my YouTube viewers as well too can take something from this and shine some light and have some enlightenment for ourselves. And this has really set me free in all the ideas I have, the projects, whether it's a invention or something a goal that I set for myself personally, So keep up the great job, Vincent. This is really cool. I'm living, curiously through you because you're so young, and I remember being really young and like picking up books and just constantly reading and trying to figure out how this cognitive brain works, So, yeah. Well, I hope to connect with you, and any questions, do leave a comment on my channel, and I'll definitely, reply back there. Okay. Take care. Bye.